Hi everyone, Sebastian Richard here once again for Lead Like a Superhero and another inspirational quote from our favorite superheroes. And today I'm going to be using a quote from a fan favorite, but also from my favorite for a long time. He's not my favorite today, but when I was a kid, he was by far my favorite, Superman. I'm wearing the shirt for the occasion. And Superman is a favorite for many, and he's a great leader, and he's a great superhero, and some even qualified him as the king of superheroes, which is, I guess, pretty close. I mean, you could say that he's like the king of superheroes. He's one of the first ones, and he's the one with probably one of the vastest influence out there. And I always do some background research on the quotes to see where they came from, if it's from a movie, if it's from a comic book. And that quote surprised me. I'm going to tell you after why it surprised me, why the background surprised me. Because I already thought the quote was pretty awesome, and I already thought it was pretty inspirational. But after I saw where it came from and the context of it, I was really like, my mind was blown. I was like, this is really Superman. This is really great. Anyway, I'm going to share the quote with you right now so you can enjoy it and meditate on it, and I'll comment a little bit on it. So the quote is this. Superman says, "You're much stronger than you think you are. Trust me." And I like this quote because it's true, first of all. And second of all, it comes from arguably one of the strongest superheroes ever, Superman. So when someone who is strong like him says that you're stronger than you think you are, and he says, "Trust me," at the end, it's like, look, I know strength. I know what I'm talking about. Trust me, you're stronger than you think you are. And even before I'd studied the background of the quote, I was like, this is really good. I mean, it's true, because oftentimes we face stuff in life that at first when we look at the hurdle or the mountain in front of us, we're like, how am I going to get through this? This is too hard for me. And most of the time we get through it. And years later, in hindsight, we look back and we're like, I don't know how I did it at the time, but I was able to get through this. And that's what pretty much the quote means. And that's what I took it to mean. And then I did some background research before I did this little video this morning. And I realized that in the context of the comic, you see this young woman. She's wearing ripped clothes, and you can see she's been on the street a lot. And she's obviously depressed, and she's on the ledge of a building. And you know she wants to jump. And then you see Superman coming in the back of her and putting a hand on her shoulder and saying, your doctor was not available again, so he probably knows her already. I didn't read the comic book, but you can see he knows her. He names her by her name. And he just puts a hand on her shoulder, and he says, "You're much stronger than you think you are. Trust me." And as soon as he says that, the girl turns around and she hugs him. And you can see afterwards she's not going to jump. And Superman's intervention encouraged her to keep going, even if it's really tough right now. And I think that's the epitome of Superman. I mean, just taking time for the little people, saving a girl like that, who probably doesn't have anybody who thinks about her on a daily basis, who feels alone in the world, who's probably on the street and stuff like that, who doesn't have a friend in the world, who's at the end of her rope, who doesn't know what to do, where to turn. And he just pops up. Obviously, he's just like, he sees everything. He's just flying overhead, and he just sees her on the ledge and just pops up and knows just what to say to encourage her and give her that extra hope that she so desperately needed. And so I hope this video today is going to encourage you if you're going through a hardship, as we all face, as we all encounter sometimes, difficult situations in life. And I hope that's not the case for you. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're thriving right now. But if you're not, if you're undergoing a hardship, if you're undergoing a super tough time, well, just know that you are stronger than you think you are. Even if you don't think you might get through it, you will. Just give it your best. And if you're going through hell, just keep going. And in hindsight, you will look back and you will realize that you were, in fact, stronger than you thought you were initially. And on that, I wish you a super day. And I hope that you stand strong, and I hope that you do realize that you have a lot more inner strength than you probably think you do. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.